don't come, I don't show. Aye, aye, see, oh yeah,
J Martins.
aye, oh yo, hey, everybody, everybody.
to another episode of ABN TV's Political Perspective. My name is Ifani Okali, the regular host. Today, we have with us the campaign spokesperson to the former governor of Abia State and the chief whip of the 9th Senate, Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu, Comrade Sonny Idika. You're welcome.
Thank you, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Alright, Sonny, the viewers would like to know more about you.
Okay, good afternoon, viewers. My name is Sonny Idika. I'm a teacher, human anatomist, and public affairs analyst. By the grace of God, I'm the spokesperson to the Orji Uzor Kalu campaign organization. I'm from Ohafo Ward in Ohafia local government area of Abia State.
Are you a politician? When you talk about the war. Alright, it's okay. Now, we want to focus on your principal, the chief whip of the 9th Senate, Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu. Since when the 9th Assembly was inaugurated, what are your principal's achievements?
Yeah, since it was inaugurated in 2019, the distinguished Senator Orji Uzor Kalu has, to a large extent, invested so much in the business of lawmaking. Not just lawmaking, he has invested so much in community-driven development and nation building. And it is evident in the number of projects he has executed since 2019. As we speak, we have about 83 road projects across the 5 local government areas that make up Abia North Central District. And not just Abia North alone. If you go to Abia Central, if you go to Abia South, he has executed quality projects in those areas. And let's not forget, being the chief whip of the Senate, a position that was zoned to the Southeast political zone, he has also executed quality projects across the other southeastern states.
Alright, the 5 local government in Abia North, can you name them list about it?
Umunochi, Isukwato, Bende, Ohafia, and Arochukwu local government area. He has meaningful and verifiable projects in this local government area. And mind you, let me tell you one thing. If Senator Orji Uzor Kalu happens to come from the northern part of the country, judging by his quality, things he has been able to do, I'm sure they would have classified him in the class of the likes of Sadana of Sokoto, Ahmadu Bello, the likes of Tafa Belewe, and not forgetting Malam Aminu Kano, because these are prominent northern leaders that have done very well. If Kalu happens to come from the north, I'm sure they would have put him in that category, because when he was the governor of Abia State, if you go to Abia State today, ask the people there, students, when Kalu was governor, enjoyed free education. They had free medical services, and he has replicated the same thing being a senator in less than 4 years. So it's quite unfortunate that most of our people are not coming out to praise the efforts of Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. But I can tell you that if he is from the north, he would have been on that same level as Ahmadu Bello and Tafa Bello, including Aminu Kano. If it is in the southwest, they would have rated in the same way, just like Awolowo. So our people need to do more by appreciating what Senator Orji Uzor Kalu has done for the people. As we speak right now, we have 83 ongoing. In fact, Abia North Central District has been turned to a construction site. Nato in Umunochi, down to Isu in Arochukwu local government area. We have verifiable road projects. I come from Ohafia local government area. Let's say in my own ward, political ward, Ohafo, from Asaga down to Ndibe, he constructed the roads in those communities. From Ndibe down to Angmango, Amoma, Okon, Angmango, those road projects were done by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, including solar street lights. If you go to Isu, go to Itumbuzo, close to Akwa Ibom State, everything there, the roads, the hospitals, everything, including schools, were done by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. So he has done excellently well, and he has paid his dues in the business of lawmaking.
Alright, you talked about road construction, and there are some other things a senator would expect from a senator. Is it only road construction? Are there other things we need to know about what Orji Uzor Kalu has done to his constituency?
it is not just about construction of roads. When I started, I said he has done excellently well in the business of lawmaking, not just lawmaking, community-driven development and nation building. He has 53 bills to his credit in less than 4 years. Not just 53 bills, 25 motions. Motions he sponsored and the ones he supported, to his credit, including bills and motions that will enhance the lives of the people of Abia North Central District. Currently, as we speak, there is a bill for the establishment of a University of Biomedical Sciences in Bende local government, and there is another bill for the establishment of a College of Education in Abia North Central District. The conversion of the College of Education Technical in Aruchko to a Federal College of Education. It is a bill sponsored by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. And then there is this a bill for establishment of making the food bank an art. It was sponsored by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. A lot of, including the Judicial Reform Act, they were all sponsored by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, and some of them are in their second readings. So it is not about road construction. He has done excellently well in other aspects as a lawmaker.
All right, our viewers, we want to take a short break, and when we come, Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu.
We are a non-profitable, non-political, and non-governmental organization committed to the upliftment for the status of underprivileged people of Africa through creation of awareness of their rights and responsibilities, opportunities, and empowerment for total transformation. We envision a future Africa free from disease, poverty, ignorance, hunger, and environmental degradation. With these in our forefront consciousness, we aim to improve the standards of living of the underprivileged in the rural and semi-urban communities in Africa in a sustainable manner through the design and implementation of viable programs. We organize health education programs on HIV/AIDS, malaria, STI, and other health issues. Also, we offer free medical treatment to the rural poor. We organize sensitization programs aimed at improving agriculture in rural communities. We provide economic empowerment programs on skill acquisition and training for women and youth. We organize programs to promote culture and tourism with our headquarters in Abuja and branches in Igbere, that's in Abia State, Port Harcourt, and Lagos. We are aimed in transforming the world. The United Nations have a special consultative status with Orji Uzor Kalu Foundation. Email execsec@orjikalufoundation.org or email oukkfoundation@gmail.com. Our website is www.orjiuzorkalufoundation.org. You can also reach us on 0803-630-9790, 0803-630-9790. Orji Uzor Kalu Foundation, securing a brighter tomorrow.
ABN is at it again. It's time for the real visible and political leadership project evidence in Nigeria. Get ready for the most detailed online TV and radio program tagged Operation Show Your Project. Operation Show Your Project. Showing every Thursday 11 a.m. on ABN TV and radio. Operation Show Your Project is the authentic platform for all elected and appointed leaders in politics at all levels to showcase their accomplishments within the period in office. For project documentation and production, contact us today on 0816-634-7017. On 0816-634-7017. Operation Show Your Project comes up every Thursday at 11 a.m. on ABN TV and radio. Be part of the testimony.
Still with me, the spokesperson to Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, Comrade Idika. Well, there are some questions I asked before about the development, talking about the educational side of it. I could remember last time we interviewed one of the party member. He said something about your principal. He said he benefited from your principal when he was in school, and it was just like a free education to him. And also we called to verify if it was, they said yes, from the school, they said yes. So we want to put it to our viewers there for them to know actually what he has done on education.
Okay, thank you so much. Senator Orji Uzor Kalu's scorecard has proven his capacity, dexterity, and ability as a lawmaker, and it cut across every sector, including educational sector, like you rightly said. Let me share a story with you. I have a nephew in University of Nigeria and Nsukka. 2 weeks ago, when ASU called off their strike, and I'm sure that was when he resumed school, he called me. I said that he told me that there was a link I shared to him. That was when Senator Orji Uzor Kalu announced that when there was an opening for undergraduate scholarship to Abia North students. You know, I shared that link with him, but he told me that he never took it serious. But when he got back to school, he discovered that one of his classmates benefited from Senator Orji Uzor Kalu's scholarship, and the person has left University of Nigeria for the foreign scholarship to study medicine and surgery. I was like, he thought it was a joke. So what I'm sharing with you is a testimony from someone that didn't believe something like that happened. So as we speak right now, we have over 20 students from Abia North studying medicine and surgery outside the country, courtesy of Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, free of charge. These are people from Abia North. They didn't pay anything. They didn't pay a dime. They didn't pay a dime, and they didn't pay anything for the next 6 months. Everything was covered. They were all covered by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. And mind you, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu is a lover of education. If you go to Abia North, go back to the grassroots and ask people what happened when Senator Orji Uzor Kalu was the governor of Abia State. They enjoyed free education from primary to secondary school level. And back then, of course, ABSU was one of the best universities in the country. So he has invested so much in youth and women development, including their education. In less than 4 years, of course, if you go to the schools in Abia North, they will tell you that, he has distributed free education materials to pupils in nursery and primary schools, free of charge, without anything. So it is in his DNA to invest in the lives of youth, including their education and overall development.
Okay, still on his achievements, you mentioned something about that it's not only Abia North. He has taken this to both different states and other constituencies. We would like to know what are the projects.
For example, if you go to Isialangwa North local government area, he has about 3 different road projects in that local government area, not just road projects, including pipe-borne waters and rural electrifications. These projects were done by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. If you go to Ariaria Market, he has a lot of projects there. So it is not just about Abia North alone. It is about the people. Whether you're from the north, south, or central district, he puts the people first before himself, and that is what he has been doing even when he was the governor of Abia State. So a lot of people are not surprised.
Do you think your principal will win?
Of course, it's going to be a landslide victory. He has performed excellently well. I'm sure the people will re-elect him. In 2019, it was 4/5, but I can assure you that in 2023, it's going to be 5/5. Especially, let me use Ohafia local government area where I come from. It's going to be a landslide victory. We have over 100,000 voters, but I'm sure and I'm confident that Senator Orji Uzor Kalu will score less than 50,000 votes.
I'm sure they will just come out and vote. Do they have their PVCs?
They have their PVC. They've seen. If you go to, there's a community called Amegu. Amikbu is one of the largest local government area, one of the largest communities in Ohafia local government area. If you go to Amikbu, as I'm talking to you now, he has 3 good road projects ongoing, including the ones he has done before. So are you going to tell me that the people of Amikbu local government area, Amikbu community won't vote for Orji Uzor Kalu?
What I'm talking about, maybe they will vote. What I'm saying is, do they have their PVC? We don't vote on social media.
Of course, they have to do. They have their PVC.
Efforts have these people done to make sure the people from different countries.
Senator Orji Uzor Kalu is a grassroots politician, and of course, we are in direct touch with the people. We are in direct touch. Recently, we toured around all the 58 wards in Abia North Central District, and the people, the people assured him that they were going to give him their total support. There is a community called Okon. If you go to that community, since the First Republic, Michael Okpara, who was the premier of Eastern Nigeria, campaigned with Okonako Road. Sam Mbakwe did the same thing. Obunayono did the same thing without fulfilling them. In fact, when we got to Okon, the president general told us that their road was just like Second Niger Bridge, which every politician campaigned with. But it was done by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, and of course, since then, he has been winning Okon. So I'm sure it's going to be a landslide victory. Go to Ututu, go to Ihechowa. We've had their project there, and the people, if you go to this another community called Abia, for years, ages, people campaigned with their roads, and these roads were done by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. So I'm sure the people won't be ungrateful to him. They will reward him by voting for him overwhelmingly.
Thank you for being here with us today. There are some other things we need to discuss about your principle, but lastly, we would like to touch one place. The campaign has started. Have people started the campaign?
Officially, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu is yet to officially kick off his campaign officially. But like I've said, his projects, verifiable projects, are already campaigning for him. But I'm sure by the time we hit the ground running, even most of his opponents won't hesitate to vote for Orji Uzor Kalu.
We're talking about insecurity in the southeast, mainly in Abia. How are you going to manage during your campaign?
The distinguished senator is deeply concerned about the state of insecurity in the southeast, not just in the southeast, in Nigeria generally. He is deeply concerned, and if you've been following events, recently he met with the Israeli ambassador to Nigeria to discuss on how to effectively tackle insecurity in Nigeria and the southeast in general. So he is deeply concerned, and I'm sure he's also discussing with the president on how best to tackle the issue of insecurity. Recently, you heard when he appealed to Mr. President to urgently release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said, of course, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, without denying it, he openly said it that Nnamdi Kanu is his brother. And I agree with him. He has appealed to the president to release Nnamdi Kanu, that when Kalu is released, that is going to dust the high level of insecurity we are currently experiencing. So he's deeply concerned about the state of insecurity, and I'm sure he's working very hard. He's working hard day and night to make sure that the issue of insecurity is urgently addressed. And once it's addressed, I'm sure the campaign will go on smoothly. Okay,
we would like to have your last word to the people of Abia North, and what do you have to tell them, especially what is their hope?
The honest truth is that most times when I see people talk about Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, especially those who are not supporting him, I feel so bad because I've interacted with most of them, especially the elite. Most times they tell you that, look, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, they are not happy with him, not because he's not performing, but because he has not been bringing out money to give to them. So this is a very, very funny scenario. So I would like to tell the people of Abia North Central District not to allow outsiders to influence them in order to have mediocres, in order to have non-performing senators taking over Abia North Central District in 2023. So we shouldn't allow outsiders to influence our choice in 2023. But they should look around and see who has around to see who has performed for them. If they think Senator Orji Uzor Kalu has done better than others, of course they should return him. but they shouldn't allow outsiders to influence us to have non-performing senators in 2023. That's my word for them.
Well, thank you for watching this program, Political Perspective. We'll still be hitting it, mixing with some other political people that feel that this country will be better for tomorrow, and we'll still get direct touch to you people. We hear from them from different places in this country. Well, my name is Orji Uzor Kalu.
We are a non-profitable, non-political, and non-governmental organization committed to the upliftment for the status of underprivileged people of Africa through creation of awareness of their rights and responsibilities, opportunities, and empowerment for total transformation. We envision a future Africa free from disease, poverty, ignorance, hunger, and environmental degradation. With these in our forefront consciousness, we aim to improve the standards of living of the underprivileged in the rural and semi-urban communities in Africa in a sustainable manner through the design and implementation of viable programs. We organize health education programs on HIV/AIDS, malaria, STI, and other health issues. Also, we offer free medical treatment to the rural poor. We organize sensitization programs aimed at improving agriculture in rural communities. We provide economic empowerment programs on skill acquisition and training for women and youth. We organize programs to promote culture and tourism with our headquarters in Abuja and branches in Igbere, that's in Abia State, Port Harcourt, and Lagos. We are aimed in transforming the world. The United Nations have a special consultative status with Orji Uzor Kalu Foundation. Email execsec